order. Okay. So what we talking about? Oh, what I'm ranting about today. First off, we in the babe cave because it's cold, and I have to hunker down in an area in the house where I can have my mini heater and keep only one place in the house at 80 degrees. Because that's the only way I can survive. Um, Now back to what we talking about. Sports and beer is the American culture. We can stop saying that white folks ain't got culture, because them folks got an American culture. Sports, beer, and apple pie. Hot dogs at the ballpark, and peanuts. Okay? So, let's dissect that culture, because, of course, I mean, who else is going to dissect the culture? Because they sure ain't, and they going to take a lot of offense, but they dissect everybody else's culture. Chinese, Asian, Latin, the UK. They want to buy Greenland. They want to buy all these countries. They need to get their own country together. Okay. So, because white Americans have this fascination with dissecting other people's cultures, we're going to dissect the white culture. Okay? And I really like doing it, because when a person was like, oh, well, white people ain't got no culture. How do y'all just gonna strip these people away from their damn culture? They got a culture. Every race has a culture, has something cultural about them. So, what is the white American culture? And I would say sports and beer, partying, American pie. Okay? And they trying to keep that culture. That culture is going away. Okay? And that's why so many people say, well, they ain't got no culture because they do this and they copy that. The people, the real cultural people, white folk, are the people that like their sports and their beer. Okay? And that's a lot of people. So let's dissect it. And see if that is actually a hinder. Because as we compare America to other cultures, they have their sports, but sports is not like their all in all. And we're going to compare it to China and India. China and India are the two countries that are able to compete with our country when it comes to AI and technology. And as we know, AI and technology is the way of the world, and whatever country is ahead and number one in AI and technology is the country that will be number one. Who's the number one country? America. So of course America wants to be number one in AI. Right now is looking bad. It's looking like we damn near number 4 when it comes to China and India and their culture, because their culture has been surrounded around technology, especially China. Okay, their culture has always been about math and technology. That was their main thing. Over here in America, as we were number one, we wasn't focused on technology. Technology was kind of lower, and we was almost saying, okay, we don't want all of this technology because it's going to take away jobs. Technology takes away jobs. In America, that's what America sees. Technology takes away jobs. So, of course, we got some people like, okay, well, you fuck that. We need to be ahead. Do we want all our jobs to be gone? Or China's number one? We have to. You see, when we number one, how we treat China. Do we want to be underneath China? No, we do not. So, therefore, we have to be technology prone. And because so many older white folk did not like technology, all of our forefathers, that was not something that we put at the forefront. Now we want to put it at the forefront, and it's all hell breaking loose because we didn't prepare. We didn't prepare ourselves for this big AI thing, and in a sufficient way to compete with China. We prepared, but we over prepare like China and India. We didn't, obviously, because the minute we had to take all of our manufacturing jobs overseas, that is when America should have buckled down and said, okay, technology is the most important thing for every student, every child, everyone. We need to make every child that we can a technology freaking genius. And we didn't. We did not do that. We were hiding it. And I say we, but white Americans, they are very good at hiding things when, like, say, somebody get killed in some FBI mess. They're very good at hiding it. Okay, say some school CEO does something wrong and they finna hide it. They are very good at sweeping things under the rug and being enablers. And it has now caught up to the American culture. The American culture, all about sports, beer, and hiding whatever a white person do bad. You're going to sweep it under the rug. For years and years, that's how it's been. We all know this from the start. If the sheriff, somebody do something and hang a black person, he ain't going to jail. Black person do anything to a white person, they're getting hung. That's just how it's been, and that's just how it'll always be. Not well, we do see people getting shot and the police don't go to jail, but you know what I mean. Okay, so as we see that this is a cultural thing, it is now caught up to them. How? You can clearly see that there are so many white Americans that have chosen not to go to college. Okay, and enabling them and saying, hey, you white, you're going to get the job anyway. For so many years have set the white culture back because all the minorities had to get a college degree to be able to get a job. So, as you see, you got the white folks, oh, you can get the job. I ain't got to go to college. Then all these minorities got to go to college, got to go to college. If that happens for so many years, after 30 years, all these minorities have college educations and all these white people don't. Okay? And that's what the issue is right now, especially with DEI. They're saying, oh, well, y'all can stop with DEI now. Okay? Because at this point, you got all these minorities that's highly qualified. You got all these white folk that ain't. At this point, y'all getting ahead of us here. And they're basically saying it's not an uneven playing field anymore. It used to be an uneven playing field, but all these people have these opportunities. All these people have been taking their opportunities, and a lot of white folk have been lazy and not taking them. Whose fault is that? Hey, you know how they is. It's an enabling culture. It's never their fault for anything. It's not their fault that they didn't go to college. It's not their fault that when the manufacturing jobs left, they ain't had no job. They ain't had no extra college education to go into another field. They had nothing. So they basically blamed America for it. But here in America, that's a minority. You were supposed to have a college education anyway. And extra. You need a master's degree at this point. Do you see the difference in how the enabling of their culture have set them back? They was their own enemy. Okay? Now we got all these folk that got their education. All these folk that don't. Okay? Cool. A lot of them did not go to college. Manufacturing showed that when the manufacturing factory jobs left, and all the white folk was out of work, and all the white folk ain't had no college education, and they were like 30 and 40 years old, and like, I'm not finna go to no goddamn school. I hated high school. They just passed me through because I was white. My dad knew all my teachers. They weren't finna let me fail. I barely went to class. I barely passed it. I barely. All that barely has now caught up to the American culture. And it's biting them in the ass. Because China is ahead in technology, something that is very highly college prone. And they should have got the picture when a GM and all them Ford and Toyota and Buick, when everybody went to overseas, you should have went to see, well, damn, why they went overseas? We need to do what the hell they doing. They didn't, because that means what they got to do? Go to college. That's their whole culture was, hey, I could just go to high school, get me a job working on cars, the good old American cars. I know how to work on those engines. I could tell you about those engines. And then after work, I go and get me a 6-pack of beer, and I watch me a good old hockey game, baseball game, or I go and watch me a football game, and I watch me a basketball game. They got the games all year round, and I watch me a game, and I drink me a beer. That was the good old American dream. Raise my family. I got my wife. I raised my family, and I raised my son up, and I taught him how to build a car. I taught him how to build a car at 7 years old. In the meantime, China and India was teaching their children how to build computers. So, the ice cold beer kind of, that culture kind of set them back. I don't know. This is what President Elon Musk said, and that's why they got to get Indians up in here. I'm just saying, don't shoot the messenger. This is my President Elon Musk that said this here, and Vice President Trump agrees. Now, if you want to go all the way back, let's go all the way back here, because that's where the Sundown town's going to come in at. Let's go all the way back to slavery times. Nobody likes to talk about slavery time. Why you talk about slavery time? Ain't no more slaves. We still have 10,000 sundown towns in America today. A sundown town is all white and no niggers allowed. That's how the town has always been. There's been historical hangings in that town, I'm quite sure, and they have buried plenty of those crimes, I'm sure. Okay? And that's how these towns run. 10,000 of them all across America. So you can stop saying, oh, stop talking about slavery. When the sundown towns disappear, then we can stop talking about it. But It ain't like I'm saying, oh yeah, slavery, me, woe is me. I'm finna tell you how slavery kicked their ass, and karma's kicking their ass to this day. Okay, because it's not right, and I mean, it's actually dumb. It's not logical. Slavery is not logical for a person to have a slave. Listen, bam. So we have all of the slaves, all right, and the white folk doing them all bad. Okay, let's talk about the logics here. The slaves cooked for them, cleaned, farmed, worked, everything. If you watch Roots, and it's so many white people have never watched Roots. If they ever watch Roots, they're in shell shock. Oh my God, we were like that. Yes, sir. We watched it, and that's kind of why we know. Yeah. Now, my husband has never watched Roots. He don't know what it. I say, baby, don't watch it. Don't it just don't even don't even go there. You've done your part. You're not a bigot. You've learned. But okay, so but I did show him certain clips, and he's horrified. He's shell shocked. He said this was on TV. I said this was on TV, baby. This was we had to watch this. This is what we okay. Anyhow, um, the young lady, the girl, is very for me as a child. What stood out, what I watched, was the young girl when they was young, and telling Kizzy that is a young Anne is a young girl that is a young white girl, and she's got the plantation owner and all of that, and Kizzy is a slave. So she says, Kizzy, don't you want to be my slave? You would you like to be my slave? And she said, well, I don't know. Well, why would I want to be? She said, because all white people are smart. And niggers are just not smarter than white people. They just never will be. Hey, bro. Hey, now it's funny. A lot of people get very upset about it. What's funny is a total fucking lie. That's why it was funny to me, because it's a damn lie, and all these people really fucking believed it. So I'll get to it, but that's why I'm laughing, so y'all don't feel as sensitive about that, because people get very upset about this scene. But that's what she told him, and then the story is Anne taught Kizzy how to read and write. They never could learn how to read and write. Niggers could never learn how to read and write. It was forbidden. And taught Kizzy how to read and how to write her name and stuff. And the mama and the dad was like, "Oh my God, don't you ever do that." Kizzy was writing her name. Look, my name is Kizzy. They slapped her. Don't you ever. You will get sold. You will get sold. A reading nigga is a dad nigga. You will get sold. So, eventually they found out that Kizzy could read, and she did something with a letter, and they sold her off, and the mama and daddy never seen their child again. At several years later, Kizzy got shipped off because of the Ann, and Kizzy like, I thought you was my friend. Why would you do this? I thought you were my friend. Everybody's very upset, okay, because the little white girl and the little white girl was very, very mean, and she was like Angelica. It's like she did it on purpose. And so the family never seen their child again. Family die off. It's sad. It's so sad when you never see your mom and dad again. You get sold off to another family. Okay. But it did happen towards some later scenes. Once Kizzy got old and Ann got old, Ann was coming on a little thing, and they said, hey, nigga, come give my person some water. And the person that was in the car was Ann. And Kizzy sees Ann. She said, hey, you remember me? She came and brought her the water. Say, remember me? I'm Kizzy. And Ann say, I don't know no Kizzy. I don't know no darky name, no Kizzy. Kizzy was sad and went back over and got her some more water, and Kizzy spit in her water. and gave it to her. And she drunk. Hey, dude, I can't help that I can't believe these were shows on goddamn TV. Why the hell is Churn even watching this shit? Why the fuck I had to watch that goddamn shit? That was goddamn wrong. Anyhow, now, it was a goddamn lie, okay? It stood out to me, and I'm glad that I watched it because it made me always want to be better than the next white person. I always wanted to have higher tests than my white peers. I just always wanted to be more smarter than any white person I fucking know. So thank you, because it gave me fire in my ass, and it gave quite a bit of minorities fire in their asses. So thanks, Roots. And it kind of made white people very complacent so that we can soar past them. Because let me tell you, slavery happens. They cook, clean, do all of that for the slaves. Now, it ain't no more slavery. All hell breaking loose. Why? Because these people don't know how to sweep. These people don't know how to clean no toilet. These people don't know how to cook. And in my line, it's very logical. It's obvious. If you never sweep and clean and cook and farm and hoe and pick cotton and do all of these things, how do you just automatically know how to do it when you no longer have anybody? How do you even have the desire? How do you even do all of this work? You got this big old house. These was big old 8-bedroom homes. How the fuck is you just two people now, you and your wife? Slaves are gone. Your children grown. They got their own plantation that they had. They slaves gone. Everybody just got these big ass houses. How the fuck they gonna clean them? They were pissed. They were starting to be nice to the slaves to make them stay, and that's why it's this thing where Kanye West says, "Oh, slavery was a choice." Lots of the slaves wanted to be there. It's because they really ain't had nowhere to go, and now these people needed them. They ain't had nothing else. They ain't had no way to. And so a lot of people that lost their slaves lost their businesses. They know they farms just dried up, or somebody else had to rent their land from them. It was just terrible. Yeah, to say, I know I don't take sides, I take dick. I'm not taking no sides of these white folk, but I do feel for them, because just imagine they had nothing. A lot of them were drunks. A lot of them was drunks. A lot of the slave owners was drunks. Okay. So they couldn't function. He couldn't help with no dishes. It was the woman got to do the dishes now. And if she don't know how to do them, they beating her up. What kind of woman is you don't even know how to cook and clean? And that's why they had to start having commercials. Homemaking commercials. You see them homemaking commercials where them women had them dresses and stuff. They had to teach them white folk how to clean their house. Them people ain't know. And them people ain't want to. And them people was tired. They really seen how hard it was to clean 8 fucking rooms, sweep them up. Them things, that's why they so nasty. That's why you see a lot of white folk. Nasty. Don't got them homemaking skills, just stuff piled up everywhere. Nasty. They don't clean. That was not in they down the line. You see, a lot of us couldn't read and write. So down the line, a lot of us just chose not to go to school, just dumb as hell. That just came down. That dirtiness that where they couldn't clean the shit, that shit came down. Feel me? Now, what happened to them? A lot of them was so mad at America that they just had that. That's where the sundown towns came from. Okay. They said, fuck that. Y'all have betrayed me. Y'all want me to cook and clean for myself? I don't even know how. I can't even get a job. They don't even want to hire me. I'm a drunk. They was pitiful. And all they can do, that's why every time they seen black people got their stuff together, you see, and the black people were just fine. They know how to cook, clean, can get hired quick, do this, do that, hire them at their place. Couldn't hire these folk. They don't even know how to cook and clean. Same thing with now. You see all these minorities got their high education, and all these white folk just don't want to go to college. Can't get hired. You complacent. They told these white people that they were smarter just because they were white, and they believed it. So they feel like they ain't got to do nothing. They ain't got to go to college. I just get a job, go and do this, make my money like this. They don't have to apply themselves. They ain't got no fire under their ass. It was too many of them that were raised in that way. Now, there's plenty of them that ain't like that, okay? But I'm just telling you, them folk is that culture, that white, strong white American Confederate flag culture, the culture that they is fighting to keep somewhere in America, and they mad because they taking down statues and trying to erase their shit. But the white functioning folks that ain't, because it's two white sides. You know, they got the Confederate side, and then they got the white people that just ain't, they're just regular people. They ain't thinking that they white supremacists. They know that everybody is regular, don't matter what their color is. It's what you apply. It is raggedy. White people is regular. Black people, Asia is raggedy, and then it's wonderful. They understand that. But it's some of them that's just still stuck on that culture. They stuck on that mind frame. Okay? But it's not true. And it's proven that it's not true. There are 10,000 sundown towns in America, all white. Okay? These towns are the poorest motherfucking towns we got. When you go down the street, I mean, trailer park, trash piled up. This house was this house burnt down, and then this one burnt down. I say, why they got to burnt down? They say that they're probably meth lab blowed up. Probably meth lab blowed up, right in the damn house. It's bad. I'm telling you, it's bad. If you really look at all the sundown towns, okay, them motherfuckers got they white trap houses, white project, but they own it. I own my land, my trailer on it. I owe taxes, and I've gotten fined from a yard. It's growed up, and I need to mow it, and I haven't, and my mower broke, and I divorced my husband, and my stepdad. He was, I was fucking him, and we were close. Fuck. They got so much motherfucking bullshit going up and down through the motherfucking towns. You hear me? You hear me? 80 to 90% of them motherfuckers on welfare. Welfare. Food stamp. Social Security, disability. And do you know, they all, when the news talk about them, they feel sorry for them. Oh, they are only living off of $800 a month. Why? To get a job. Oh, they're on disability, and yeah, he had a drinking problem, and he's an ex-meth head, and ex? No, it looked like he's still on it. Listen, it looked like, so you can't even walk on the sidewalk. You gonna walk on a needle. You gonna walk on a motherfucking dirty needle, gonna pop right through your boots. Don't try to wear no goddamn hairstyle slides around that motherfucker. Shit. So for them to feel like they love America so much, mow the yard. Just mow the yard. Just make America look clean again. But like I told you, it come from when they were slaves. Had them slave owners, drunken slave owners. All the slave gone. They can't clean their house. They ain't gonna clean their house. They mad. They depressed. They just finna drink. Shit piled up, rats, roaches. Shit just everywhere. And they say, oh, look, he's depressed, he's hoarding. It's just so sad. Bitch. But when you go to the hood, and the hood got stuff piled up, and they roaches and rats and on drugs. Oh, it's just disgusting how we are just paying our tax dollars to take care of these people. Heck, y'all paying tax dollars to take care of a whole white town that if you were to, that's a whole town. These are just sections of a town. Okay? These are whole towns. Mayors, governors, all of them getting paid. They get federal funding as a city. At this point, they getting a lot of fucking shit. And they just, whole town, full of fucking nothing. Ain't making no money for America. The most diverse states, New York, California. These two states, Trump fucking hates. Okay? MAGA hates these two states. Okay? But these two states bring in the most tax money for America. Trillions. Okay? These other states, the red states, get the most in government funding. Ain't bringing in no motherfucking income. All of them just around there in their trailer parks, living on government assistance. Whole towns, they never highlight this. It's always just this little section of immigrants in this little section. They got 10,000 of whole towns, 10,000 of them not functioning. I did the calculations. Had those 10,000 sundown towns been functioning white folk towns, like the real white people, I told you it's the Confederate white folk, and then it's the smart white folk. Okay? Now, the smart white folk build up their towns. Y'all see it be suburbia, and they go all out about their motherfucking town, building all kinds of palm trees and all kinds of motherfucking shit. But they allow diversity. They allow for black, white, Puerto Rican, everybody can come around. We need all the workers we can make this motherfucker beautiful. They understand that. So the towns are flourishing. And of course, we're going to always have sections of homelessness, sections of meth labs, but not entire towns. But they never talk about this. They talk about the sections. In California. Oh, all the homeless people. Don't we hear so much about, Skid Row? Just a section. And then out of all of that, they said that ain't shit. I bet we still bring the biggest motherfucking check. I bet we bring the biggest check out of all 52 states. Play with us. That's what California said. And they always come through. They gonna come through with the motherfucking taxes. Shoot. Unasked in Texas. LA, gonna come shoot. They got Skid Row. But bitch, they still got all them goddamn Hollywood hoes. They got Skid Row and Hollywood hoes. Hollywood, all that Hollywood celebrity tax money overshadows that little bit of shit. And then them people on drugs. Y'all got whole sundown towns full of drugs. Whole town look like a goddamn Wrong Turn movie. Whole town. property values in the dumps. I mean, I just want y'all to see that if there's a town, we have towns that is solely run by only white people, and what that town doing. There's towns that's ran by all folk of all colors in them towns, and what them towns doing in America. Every diverse town in America is bringing in way more money than a sundown town. The sundown towns is just taking. They ain't got no movie theaters and this attraction and that and bringing in people. Can't nobody even come there. But whites. And that's all the way white. If you're white and you like black, you can't come here. Because you're an inner lover. So at this point, they don't even let they smart white people come there to help them bring their town up. So I did the calculation. Had all these 10,000 sundown towns been functioning like those smart white folks and diverse, we wouldn't even be in a motherfucking deficit. Them 10,000 sundown towns will wipe the deficit out. Them 10,000 sundown towns was functioning at the level that even the ghettoest part of the Bronx, they still bring in tax dollars because they got pizza shop, hair shop, Chinese restaurant. So all that is business income. All them people working business income. And if they're an immigrant, man, they taxing them even more. So with that, you got to understand, if Springfield was a sundown town losing money until the Haitians came in, right? They're going to work. Period. The minorities, they gonna work, and the white folks ain't. The Confederate white folk, they just ain't. They have no ambition. That is the true American, the Confederate American. Now, them other white folk, them smart white folk that I talk about, ask them what all of them got something in them. Albanian, Denmark, Armenian, they got something over, they got something minority in them. But that true Confederate, they don't want to work. They want slaves and they want to sit back. They want to do the bare minimum and get the most. That's their culture. Can't tell me it's not. They have proven it time and time again. They crying right now about the Indians. It ain't none of them. It ain't a flood of, how you see, they control the media. It ain't a flood of them saying, hey, math, technology, that's the new way. Just like they were trying to get all them children to go to the goddamn army. Every commercial, army. Every commercial should have been math, motherfucker. So, with that, they all fucked up, because if they would have said that mean they got to do something. These children don't want to do nothing. They'll go be in the army so they can run and jump and put sitting down there. And that's why they ain't want the slaves to know how to read and write. That tell me right there, them people knew they were dumb. Them people knew they wasn't. Them people knew good and goddamn well they wasn't the smartest race. That's why they had to lie and say they were. That's why they didn't want them people to. They knew soon as minorities go to read and write, they gonna surpass them. What the fuck is happening now? It's a goddamn shame. It's like, if you look at it, all the white churn is, all the minority churn, what the hell going on. It's a very not to say all, but it's a very large amount, enough to pique your interest. It's enough to say, hey, it's some fuck shit going on. But I'm telling y'all, it's their own fault. They wanted to put up with sports. They wanted sports to be the number one thing. Oh, sports. They ain't want no black folk to get into the sports. Soon them black folk got into that sport, what happened? Shoo! People was able to see a black person be better than a white person. That's why they ain't want them folk to read and write. Soon as them folk was able to read and write, shoo! Now they ain't want people to see, and then they didn't even want to see their own white culture to see. Because they lied to their culture, lied to their children. We're better, we're smarter. But then you see a black person just chew. Well, he got higher grade than me. He jumped higher than me. He got the team than me. And they got to go back and explain to him, hey, that's because that's DEI. They're letting know they're just letting them in. They're just letting them in because of their color, and they're stuck on what happened along 20, 30, 50 years ago. Slavery was in the 1800s. They're still stuck on. But no, you shouldn't lie. Stop lying. Stop that, y'all. I just really want to tell the white folk, just stop lying. It ain't, why do you want to be so great? Greater than everybody? How? It's a lie. It's a goddamn lie. Everybody's different. A color does not make greatness. I'm telling you, it's a fucking lie. It's a cockamanian lie. Just like Santa. Let it go. And get on your ass and get on your ass. And get up and get off your ass. So with that'll help y'all understand. It's about to be billionaires versus the working class. It's a big fight finna stir up. And baby, when I tell y'all, when this fight stir up, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good because they finna tell them Confederates about they behinds. They already been telling them. And this is historically never happened. Steve Bannon he looks so damn scary, y'all. He looked like he could have played on The Shining. Come to the light, Caroline. You know that lady that said, come to the light, Caroline? That's what Steve Bannon remind me of. He's scary. But he say he finna come down on our President Musk so hard. He finna come down on him hard. So with that, we finna see a lot because they don't ever want to take accountability. They gonna say, oh, you're picking at us. And but it ain't, it's true. Like, you can't go in, because every white person always is so comfortable with saying, okay, well, why the hood is just shooting each other? And why is the hood just giving each other drugs? And why is the hood do you know how small of a minute amount of black people that is? That's a small area. That ain't. Why ain't y'all talking about y'all entire towns that's like this? Meth labs, people, sex crimes, they selling their children. They bury these stories in these sundown towns. The media does not talk about all these crimes that go on there. They bury it. They got a lot of nasty shit going on around them, man. I mean, they is selling their own churn for sex, for drugs, and they don't never put that. Ain't never a big news story. They'll make it a small little thing and report it real small, and anybody try to blow it up, baby, they gonna come down on your ass. You better not make it a like say someone had a page that just only highlighted crime in sundown towns. Holy shit. It would be the most disgustingest shit. They mug shots are the scariest shit you ever fucking see. You like, how the fuck is this town even functioning? The sheriff fucking crackheads, the sheriff uh 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 doing whatever the fuck he want to do. He's definitely authoritarian in his town, to where he can fuck who he want to, he can rape who he want to, he can do whatever the fuck he wants to fucking do, and ain't shit gonna fucking happen. He has no the FBI would have to come in and bust up the whole town. That'll never happen. That shows America does not give a fuck about their people, bro. And they don't give a fuck about this whole racism thing. They need to stop saying that it's nowhere around and stop teaching these kids about it in school. Try sundown towns. That's what I would say if I ever was counseling. They saying, oh, well, we need to stop talking about it and don't talk. You need to erase these sundown towns. It should not be not one fucking town that's all white in fucking America. And then is their history has been that they've been a sundown town. And to this day, they all white. And they ain't bringing in no money for America. How the fuck is that happening? How the fuck? So don't ever feel any kind of way, y'all. That's because them people own the media and they brainwash you into thinking that, oh, the hood is just so fucking bad. They got 10,000 white hoods. All these people do is meth, fentanyl, churn. We'll never see it. That'll never be mainstream news. Never. But it's happening every day. Out of them 10,000 sundown towns, I would say they murder rates, they druggy rates are through the fucking roof. And they getting all this assistance. We giving them all this drug rehab assistance, taxpayer money, but it's drug rehab assistance. And it ain't fucking working for years and years and years. This has been a sundown town since 1800s. These people have hung motherfuckers all through there. Happily, I'm sure they have disgusting traditions all through their towns. This is something that the media never ever highlight. But they talking about DEI, Kamala, and this and that. A woman that, overachieve. You overachieve and you still get talked about. Y'all should say shit about Kamala. Talk about them sundown towns. What the fuck is going on with those? You mean to tell me I go in this motherfucking high to run for president and y'all gonna try to pull me down? Hell no. Fuck no. And then this man is covering for sundown town. That is why we ain't got no money. That is why we in debt. We got 10,000 sundown towns of white people, good and able. These is the people that could get the jobs. These is the people that could get the investments. These is the people that could actually turn these sundown towns into motherfucking suburban, flourishing, fucking 5 million, 10 million, 20 million a year, bringing in towns with taxes and entertainment. And all of them, they can all have their damn rodeos and shit like that. They all can have, rodeos and Well, all the shit in Nashville. It can be a whole bunch of fucking Nashvilles for all I care. Make us some fucking money. You sitting on your fucking ass. Yeah, you hold us back, and then you gonna sit on your ass? You holding all these minorities back. No DEI, no this, no that. Just for all of y'all to sit on y'all ass? I have a problem with that. That is some bullshit. That's where the money at. That'll solve it right there. Y'all want to know what'll solve all the debt and everything? Them 10,000 motherfucking sundown towns of good and able white folk that's smarter than everybody. These are the top of the top of the top when it comes to race. How? When all they doing is sitting on their ass with motherfucking meth labs. Obviously, they smart. They know chemistry. They can apply it. We shouldn't only have one Silicon Valley. Out of them 10,000 sundown towns, it should have been 10,000 Silicon Valleys for all I fucking know. All them white folk should have known damn how to build computers, and they all should have been little Bill Gates. If all them 10,000 sundown towns was little Bill Gates towns, imagine where the fuck America would be right now. We would be China, because that is what China has. Even they sundown towns, when I went and looked at they poorest towns, all about technology. They take their most smartest tech churn and put them up there. All schools, tech schools, all through that motherfucker. All the factories where the Nike factories and shit, all through that motherfucker. Our sundown towns ain't got shit. Because they can't do shit. And they don't want to do shit. I mean, if they is so smart, they should have had it where that was their culture. I would have had so much respect. That's why they fucking liars. They lazy fucking liars. Because I mean, how is you the supreme white race? Bitch, you got a whole fucking town and bitch, you ain't did shit with it. 10,000 of them. Y'all begging for government money, on drugs, teen pregnancies. Y'all teenagers, ragging mouth teenagers. I'm talking about goddamn 13-year-olds with a permanent snagger tooth. How the fuck? How the hell? She can't get no goddamn job nowhere. And y'all the white people, but we can't put you in the front with no fucking teeth. You dumb fucks. Y'all just let America motherfucking go down the motherfucking drain. Let a whole motherfucking town go down the motherfucking drain. Bullshit. How the fuck is that supremacy? Y'all got the whole towns. Do you really love America? No, the fuck you don't. You do not love America, bitch. You love to be lazy in America. If you can do the bare minimum in America, if you could have motherfuckers working for you and you sitting back in America, that's what you would want to do. Now, for people to have all of that, they're highly educated families. I mean, their children went far. Their children were doctors and lawyers. And do you know them Confederate people so motherfucking mad at them smart white people? It's a divide. The white folk, they go all the way up. Oh, them folk mad. Them folk so motherfucking mad at them people. Oh, yeah, look at them. They go and they get their fancy degrees. All those lawyers are liars. He just took my money when it came to my divorce. I know he overcharged me. I know he did. Who told you to get a fucking divorce? Who? Why is you even divorcing? Why ain't you a fucking lawyer? Why the hell don't you own shit? What happened? What fucking happened? Now I'm sick of it now. Now shit. So I just want all of my minority black folk, if you ever felt like, all these white folk getting everything, it's over with. That is not true. It is not true. You ain't get in where you fit in, because there's plenty of black people that is richer than white folk. Got more money than white folk. I'm talking about if plenty of white folk. I mean, at this point, everyone make more money than the people in the sundown towns. So you clearly have more money than them white people. So you can just stop fucking lying. That's a fucking lie. You want to say all these white people got more money than me? That's a fucking lie. It's a whole 10,000 sundown town. All them people doing better than you. And let you would have went over there. You didn't want to go. You happy that they say, don't come here. Your ass would have been strung out on motherfucking meth at 10 years old. I'm talking about 10-year-olds strung out. But if you think I'm lying, go to the hood. Do we not have 10-year-old YNs carrying guns? Shooting up, bang, bang, ops, gangsters? Okay? They have highlighted our culture for years, so we know what the fuck's going on over there. We know what the fuck's going on with those kids. What's going on with the sundown down kids? Tell you right now, shit's fucked up. The shit is fucked up, and that is a large part of their community. They struggling to get more focused white folk that ain't on drugs, because of another thing that's in their culture. When they were so smart, they felt like they is so much more higher and smarter than every race, that they are so strong they can't ever get addicted to drugs. Lord Jesus. When I read that, I say, them people were plumb fool. Them people plumb fucking fool. Now that's a disease. These people need help. And that's why they get all of this sympathy. Look at me feeling bad for them. You for real? So a motherfucker think, oh yeah, I'm white. Shit, I can motherfucking take this goddamn heroin to my vein. I'm back. See? Told you. Lost my family, lost my job, but didn't lose my life. You crazy motherfucker. These motherfuckers crazy. They think that they can get on drugs, and drugs ain't even go. They can be high functioning. So many of them. And that fentanyl fucking them up. All them high functionals taking their ass out left and right. Fentanyl say, fuck with me. Oh yeah, bitch. Nah, you can get on your speed. You can huff your paint. But motherfucker, Big Fent, fuck with Big Fent and see what motherfucker happened, bitch. Yeah, it's gonna be under the flow. Fuck with Fent. So, it's very sad, because they have this culture, sports and beer, party culture, where exploring drugs was part of American culture. I mean, they went from Christians to we can drink beer, we can smoke cigarettes. That's why I say, how the hell is y'all swear y'all a Christian country? No, the fuck y'all ain't. No, ain't no way in hell my grandma was gonna ever have a cigarette or a goddamn bill anywhere, in her house, in her presence, anywhere. So if I know that's My grandma it was the epitome of Christianity. She didn't even wear pants. She didn't even believe that women should wear pants. I never seen my grandma ever wear pants. So that was that serious in Christianity. The real deal Christians. Them people bent the Bible so bad. They bent that Bible so goddamn bad. They bent them rules so goddamn bad. How the fuck y'all a Christian country? Y'all on beer and cigarettes. All it's gonna do is lead y'all motherfucking ass to some goddamn cocaine. Now it's crack, heroin. Now it's fent. Yeah, half functional. Let's explore. So many comments that I see on the things where they have it, where the people be done died off fentanyl and overdoses. They say, oh, fentanyl is so bad you can't even explore drugs anymore. These kids, they can't even just explore drugs. You ain't post. Is it legal? What the? How the? Who the? Fuck, man. American culture fucked up. Period. Because black culture, you ain't supposed to explore no fucking drugs. Okay? Point blank, period. You ain't supposed to explore no fucking drugs. You ain't supposed to you ain't even supposed to be smoking the weed if you really, really come from your real grandmama, your real black grandmama. There's Christian that don't fucking play. Okay? Exploring drugs is a no-no. Period. Not that, you're gonna not go against the grain in your family and stuff like that, but I mean, it's not a part of our culture. It's against it. American culture? Explore drugs? Yeah, I explored some drugs, I explored it. I mean, that's what you do. When you're in college, you explore drugs. How? No. Because in China, there's no exploring drugs. And when you're in college, that's when you is the most focused. And then when you in masters, that's when you the most focused. And then when you get on a job, you the most focused. The focus does not start dwindling in China. China's culture, your focus keeps going. It grows higher and higher and higher. In America, at what point do you even try? I think high school. I think that's when they say, oh yeah, you got to do good in high school to get to college. Now they say that, but first they said, oh, just do good in college. Yeah, just do good in high school, you get your job. Just do good in high school, you go to college. Okay, it was just, and then you go to college, and then after college you get your job, and then, you have your kids, and then it's just as if it's gonna get easier. They need to stop with that lying ass shit, man. America, man, they some damn liars. They some goddamn liars. So I like to come and give y'all the real synopsis here, so that because some people, they'll feel like, okay, well, I ain't even got a chance because all the white people gonna have a chance. So I just said I ain't even gonna try. No, it ain't true. It's so many sorry ass white people, man. They sorry than a motherfucker. Okay? It is some sorry ass immigrants. It's some sorry ass black, Latin, whatever. It's some sorry motherfuckers all through this bitch. You can't focus on what color and what race. You can't. I think people just try to simplify things. Oh, it's easier to think, okay, well, white equals great and black equals lazy. So that's just how it is. It's easy to think that way. No, 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 no. It's complicated to say, oh well, some white people is good and some white people ain't. And then you got some black people that good and some black people that ain't. And then you got some Haitian people that good and some Haitian people that ain't. And then we got some Latin people that good and some people that. You see how long it takes to say that? It's easy to say white people are great. Anything else is under. See how easy it is to simplify? Simplify those thoughts. And it comes from their culture. Anything complicated. Oh no. They don't want to do it. Oh no, that's just way too complicated. When they say, oh, the people going to college, they make it seem like 8 years is such a long time to have to go to college. They done got it well, oh yeah, you can get the 2-year and everything microwave. Fast. Because what did you get? Okay, if it takes all this time to do something, what else is you trying to do with your time? Guess what they trying to do? Oh, gotta go get me a 6-pack of beer and watch me a game. What the hell do that do for America? All that time, no 4 hours you watching the game, 3 hours, whatever, you watching that goddamn game doing the fuck nothing. Why China is goddamn calculating some shit for 4 fucking hours. Building goddamn computers and robots for 4 fucking hours. And that's their pastime. They get excited. That's like going to the club. Now what the white folk doing? They going to the club. If you hear that music, them motherfuckers higher than a goddamn highs as a giraffe's coochie. Right there, it tell you, ain't everybody in there on drugs, and if they ain't on drugs, they feel out of place. Lights flashing. That's innocent. Oh, they're just at the clubs. Man, all these goddamn bars. Had we not had this beer, cigarettes, and sports, I declare to God we would have been done. We would have been done on all seven planets, all 10 planets. We would have been done figured out. We would have had nothing else to do but be smart. We just sit there being dumb as hell, drinking and smoking. That's our culture. That's what I do. Hey, not saying this is not what I'm doing here. I'm just saying that's American culture. That's why we fucking suck. That's why the people ahead of us and our ass need to stop sitting up there hollering about, oh no, don't let them in. Yes, we did let them in so we can continue to drink and smoke. I mean, it's not like we're going to college here. Somebody got to fucking go to college, goddamn build these goddamn robots, and goddamn do the shit that we need them fucking do. We ain't doing it. Shit me. Loud as me. Hey! What? You want to go to the dance floor? It seems crowded over there. I think. What? A drink? No, I said I think. You got me fucked up. That is a person not on drugs at them club. You can't even, you got to be on drugs. You got to be not giving a damn about nothing. You on the dance floor, you over here, you over there. Baby, that they culture. Then, and that's, I would say, the most calmest ones that don't look like they on the drugs. Now, the rock stars, oh well, shit, they hide in the coup de brow. They showing it. Their personality is showing it. They outlandish with it. So, those two genres in itself got high drugs in them two genres. Okay. So then we got country. I'm just giving y'all the folk culture. This is they fucking culture, bro. Nobody likes to dissect it. They said rap music induces fucking, killing, drinking, and smoking. I mean, rap music is what, that's our, it ain't like we got several. You know, the white folk, they get a lot of genres. We got our one. Okay, they said rap make you do drugs and kill. Our R&B make us fuck and have unwedded babies. Okay? Now, that bitch, you higher than a bitch. You on some speed, bitch. You on some coke. You on something. You on the upper. I mean, is they not the only one that I ain't got the house music? Okay, gospel is ours. When we got gospel. Then our gospel folk ain't on the drugs. Hopefully, and then they got their house music, and them people ain't on drugs. Hopefully, all right. Just doing my comparison here. And then so we got the uncha uncha. They on the uppers, and then you got the rock. Oh my God. Bitch. That's a thing. That's a thing in their culture. That's they thing, bruh. They lost a lot of motherfuckers during that damn 90s crazy ass shit. The 90s was crazy. They lost a lot of motherfuckers pushing that shit. That was the time of their era. Okay. Marilyn Manson. Them black nails, them goth kids, the drinking their own blood, the vampires. Shit got crazy. Shit got crazy with that. Shit and fucking me. They be like, well, you know, when I listen to the rap music, I can't even understand what they're saying. I say, and you know, when I listen to the metal rock music, I can't even understand what they're saying. Somebody on some drugs. Somebody on some motherfucking drugs. I wouldn't give a damn. A bitch cannot tell me a motherfucker sober. Shit. And this is what y'all pushing on y'all children's? Now look at your child. Just done went to a party and done overdose on some damn acid. That's what you get. Y'all the one putting this goddamn poison into y'all children. Y'all the ones run every motherfucking thing. How the hell y'all push goddamn y'all children to the goddamn guitar deaf? That's a problem. Hey, nobody don't want to talk about it. They too busy talking about what they doing in the hood. They ain't focused on their own shit. Then we got country. Good old country. And that's just gonna make you go get you a good old bottle of whiskey. Yeah, now I'm gonna get me some moonshine. I'm gonna drink it. And I mean, I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna drink and drink and drink and drink until I just wanna just go home and just drive right into the ditch, kill about 4 or 5 people, and I survived. But I don't know how I survived. I was the goodness of the Lord. And I only got a manslaughter charge, and you know what? I'm right here back at the bar drinking because I'm so sad about those people that I was drinking and driving and killed. But good thing that I'm white. I just got manslaughter, and I got 2 months probation. And can you believe they gave me 2 months probation for killing 4 people accidentally? Huh. Never been to jail in my life. Crazy. My lawyer said that's the best he can do, but I don't trust them motherfucking lawyers. I'll tell you right now. They're thieves. They go to these fancy colleges for all these years and they just take all your money. Okay? So that's their culture. So all them 3 genres got these white folks on drugs and drinking. Period. It's the music. It's the fucking music. It's the music. And nobody want to talk about this. They get pissed their ass off. But when they go talk about how the hip-hop music is fucking up the black culture, well, what about y'all goddamn drunken ass country folk? I mean, a bunch of drunks. They're all you see. All through their culture. And they promote it. They say they got all that they make all the money off of killing their own people. Legally. From that damn whiskey and gin and cognac but that whiskey the worst. And I tell you now, don't anybody drinking that whiskey hard in their country? Oh baby. Them ain't the good smart people. They abusing it. And they end up on it and bad and they gonna lose their family. They gonna lose my wife left me. Yeah, I drink and I'd get meaner than a shark tooth. Yeah, that wild turkey. I love me some wild turkey. I'm telling you, one night I drunk a whole 5th. And I said, Bethlehem, get your ass in here. Get your ass in here, Bethlehem. And do you know that son of a bitch talked back to me? She told me she was sleepy. And she's sleeping in the other room because she don't want to smell the whiskey on my breath. I'm telling you, I slapped her so hard, slapped her into next week. Yeah, she called the sheriff on me, but that's my buddy. I get drunk with him all the time. He told her, listen, just sleep it off. Just sleep it off. You ain't got to go to work tomorrow because my wife and his wife work together, and then my wife is his wife's boss. So I called my wife up, saying, listen here, Bethan's not going to be able to make it in to work tomorrow. Just make sure you let her still get paid for her time. We know it's hard for Billy Ray. He got the DUI, and they're not letting him work right now on the force. Yeah. So just let her off. They got into a little tussle. She's gonna sleep it off for the day. All right, I'll be home. All right, bitch. I say them motherfuckers off the chain. They got this shit sold up, yeah. Billy Ray ain't did a lick of time from slapping Beth Ann, but she finally left me. Yeah, she left me, and she ended up dating Tommy, and Tommy's a good guy, you know. He's a wimp. He wouldn't lift a finger at her. I mean, he's always bullied in school, so I mean, she had to find somebody that wouldn't go hit her upside the head, and hell, I don't blame her. Good for you, Bethan. Good for you. But hey, they don't want to talk about that culture, man. They do not want to talk about it. What I'm telling you right now, all the time, that kind of shit going on in the sundown towns every day, all the time, every time, all the time. Oh shit. It is not funny, y'all, but shit, it is. That's some funny shit. I don't give a damn, man. That shit be funny to me. That be some fun, not the be, but you know, they culture. It's fucking hilarious. They always fighting. We got into a fight. But I mean, y'all sitting up there drinking all that liquor, y'all can't cook. Most of them can't cook, man. Now, down south, yes. But say a lot of them down south, they cook, but there's a lot of black folk. But they can't cook, so they ain't eating. They gonna eat them a pizza. They gonna pizza themselves to death. Like, oh Lord, they gonna eat them a Domino's pizza and swear up and down that's enough on their stomach to drink all that goddamn liquor. Now your blood mad. They be wondering, yeah, I can't drink hard liquor. I mean, it just makes me mad. Yeah, your blood mad. At that point, and you want to fight everybody, they always fighting. All the time. Drug, alcohol. And it's just been highlighted so much for the hood and not for these sundown towns. It's 10,000 of them. 10,000. And never talked about. This is never a thing. But on TikTok, that's why they want to get rid of TikTok. It was this sundown town in, I think it was Mississippi or Alabama. But it's this sundown town that made a Christmas, they spent this money on having like this big Christmas thing where you can come and bring your kids to see the trees and the trains and get on this and that. It was very nice for kids. And all the people in the comments, everybody was saying, do not go to that town. That's a sundown town. If you is black, do not go to that town. It's a sundown town. Do not go there. And these people is just realizing that they doing bad and they need black people money. And they need not, because they saying, you know, everybody's welcome and da-da-da-da-da on their page because they was inviting people. And it went viral for the wrong reason. Everybody was saying, don't go there. So I'm reading all the things, and all the people saying, I've been living in Mississippi all my life. It had to be Mississippi because it was near Jackson somewhere. I've been living in Mississippi all my life. Y'all better not go there. Y'all better not go to that town. Don't even stop there. Even the people, one of the girls said, I stopped there with my child at the gas station, and the man was nice enough to tell me, hey, are you staying here? Because you don't want to be here after dark. Make sure you're not here after dark. And she said that was a year ago. So the sundown town, they realize it. Some people in the sundown town realizing, hey, we need to be making money. Our town is poor as fuck. It's time for us to stop saying, hey, black people and all these folk can't come around here because we need to make us some money and be a bustling town. So now we finna invite all these people. Now, mind you, yeah, just because the town says they want to do that, it could be citizens that don't believe in that. So they catch your ass after dark. You get hung, whatever, kidnapped, whatever. They bury shit. The sheriff gonna bury it, especially if it's the sheriff's son. The sheriff's son? Hell no, bitch. Whatever the sheriff's son want to do to you, you're done. Or the sheriff's son's friend, or whoever the fuck. They all know each other. You ain't getting no justice. So take your ass up. You don't think that, well, they can't do that. It's the police. The police is the motherfuckers that's motherfucking gonna kill you too, bitch. So, with that, it was some citizens that was like, oh, it's not like that. It used to be like that. You guys can still come. Oh, it's everybody in the town's not like that just because it's a few bad apples. Bro, just like y'all don't want to come to the ghetto, it's parts of the ghetto that y'all ain't even gonna come to, ride down the street or nothing. When the ghetto people have they block party, are you gonna come? Oh yeah, let me come to the block party and possibly get shot. No. So why the hell is you telling us to come now when you can't even guarantee that a few bad apples may just hang a bitch? So it was actually very cute to see all of the people, and it was a lot of white people. A lot of white people saying, you know what, y'all dead ass wrong for this. What is y'all trying to do? Trap somebody? What is y'all trying to set a trap? I've been living around. I don't live there anymore, but I grew up in the town, and it's awful. Don't go. Nobody. And then a lot of them was saying, because of the history of their town doesn't even deserve to make no money. And definitely not no money from no black people. No black people is not finna help y'all town become bustling. Keep your white folks, keep your stuff white, and see how that go for you with your money. You're poor as fuck. Your town is poor as fuck. And then we got this town, Jackson, Mississippi is a raggedy ass town with a lot of hood people in it, but it's diverse. It's got white, it's got black, it's got Latin, Chinese. You've got an airport, it's bustling. And just that small part of the hood doesn't hinder the whole Jackson from being bustling. I think Jackson even has an airport. Football teams and stuff like that. That brings in money. These sundown towns can't even have football teams. They have it where a lot of the kids are like, oh, when we had to go and play a game there, they was saying such bad slurs to the college kids, to the high school students, to where they don't even care if they don't play the next games. A lot of the kids would refuse to even go to the town to play. They'll just stay home, get a letter from their parents. We're not going to go be called the N-word. You just ain't going to be able. And so a lot of the schools forfeit the games with them. They can't even have games at their schools. So they can't make no money from having the high school games because they people is so nasty, and they so nasty to them children, and them kids do not have to go there in 2024, 2023, 2022, 2020 anything. and have to hear racial slurs from the parents, the coaches. Oh, baby, it ain't just the parents, it's the coaches, it's the kids that they playing against. They say it to throw them off. And no, a child should never have to go through that. A child should never, especially not no child. No, sorry, that is disgusting. And for that to even be going on in America in 2024 in these sundown towns is fucking disgusting. And that's good for their ass. They're begging to make some motherfucking money, and you can't because your people and your nastiness done held your ass back. Yo po ass town ain't gonna never make no motherfucking money because you got them nasty ass people in there. All your ass need to go to fuck to jail. How Trump wanna put a judge in jail, and all the people in them sundown towns need to go to jail. That corruption that's happening with them sheriffs, they have whole corrupt towns. All of them people need to be going to jail. They burying crimes. They're turning a blind eye to crimes. The sheriff and the police is so corrupt. They are making money off of meth. They running meth rings. Oh, baby, it's terrible in them sundown towns, baby. Absolutely terrible. And these are bustling towns in America, 10,000 of them. You got me fucked up. We ain't got one town. I must say, we do have Earl, Arkansas. Okay. I searched and searched because I'm a fucking nerd, and this is very interesting to me. This topic is so fucking interesting to me and so alleviating because for a long time I thought that I was dumb because I was black and that white people were smart because they were white until I actually figured it out that they fucking lied. So, Earl, Arkansas is about an hour, 45 minutes away from Memphis, Tennessee. And it is like 85% black. I mean, the mayor's black. This is the most blackest town I was able to discover. And I'm sure we have more. But this one, and it's a lot of them in Arkansas. We do have quite a few that have a lot of black people. Helena, Arkansas as well. But and Memphis has lots of black people, but as far as just a small town that's similar to the size of a sundown town and similar to the amount of black people against white people and white people against black people, as far as the population, Earl, Arkansas, closest comparison. And of course, is low property values. But when you go to see, they have not much land left. People are buying a lot of their land. The property values are increasing over the years. They're not stagnant like the sundown towns. The crime is not overbearing. They do not let black people commit lots of crimes, and black people hold each other accountable for their crimes. They don't like to sweep stuff under the rug for each other. Y'all know how we is. We always go, oh, look at the white people sticking together. It's kind of not as good for them to stick together that bad because they don't hold each other accountable for crimes, and it just becomes a sundown town. So their crime is not atrocious. Like a sundown town. Of course, they're very welcoming, very nice, very, very sweet people. Um, that would be a town that, say I wanted, if I ever wanted to move, if I ever got like super poor, I would move to Earl, Arkansas. Because this is a very nice town. I'll move to Earl, Arkansas, work at somebody's grocery store, or work somewhere, or even work in Memphis and commute. But um that is the one that I seen. But that just shows them black people is gonna, yes, they do have drug addicts, and everybody has that, but it's not the entire town. Okay? Sundown towns, it be the entire town. 80%. On the other hand, Earl, Arkansas, they have 80% of people that are working. Yeah, they is. We have people that is the only reason why they are getting government assistance, they retired. Not a lot of disability, not a lot of, oh, they got a whole bunch of kids and just getting welfare. That is not the case in Earl, Arkansas. And it is the case in the Sundown town. So that just shows that even a town with just all black people, if you had a town with just all black people, similar in that they all own their homes, it ain't no projects there. They don't have a projects. They don't have like a ghetto. All of it is black. It's just all black folks. So they do very well. It's not a town that you would think, okay, we got Chicago with all of this crime and all these black people. This is a town with mostly black people, and their crime is nowhere near any of the crime rates anywhere for the bad cities. They have a very peaceful crime rate. Just an old town, a lot of people that just always live there. As you see, nobody even really knows about Earl, Arkansas. Nobody really knows about these sundown towns either. But it just validated it even more for me that it has nothing to do with your color when it comes to your efforts. And if you really want to say, oh, well, white people are much more smarter and better than any other race, no, they is not. Because they had 10,000 chances in 10,000 cities, and they all fucking failed them. Failed all 10,000 of them. We give us one fucking city and see what the fuck we do. I bet we do something with that motherfucker. With the little, and that's without our resources. When there's no resources, we don't get all of the white privilege, but they still had them a nice bustling town, a nice functioning town. And I just am so happy to say that. And from all these years of the media just beating me down, letting me know, okay, you're black and you ain't shit. Everybody that is black ain't shit. All we doing is committing crimes. All we doing is, no, they just highlight every one of them. If they highlighted all that shit in them sundown towns, it would be a whole 360. So I'm just very happy that at this age I've found this out on my own. It ain't like I went to a church or I'm a part of a cult or in a Democrat and someone had to tell me. This is all raw information that I found out on my own, and it ain't like I was trying to so hard. It just, I was smoking and one YouTube video came and I'm like, huh, oh, hey, wait a minute. They're lying. What? Huh? He wait. No, they did. Motherfucker. Goddamn. So it took like probably 10 years for me to come up with this whole, with all of this. It ain't like all of this shit came to me at once. I found these things out going along in life, like, huh. Well, if it was like that, well, if all the white people smart, how the hell is it homeless people? But my grandma, my dad's mom, the one that I say very, very Christian, she always talked about how smart I was and how I asked questions. I always asked very intelligent questions. And she told, and when she seen that I was bothered, I would say when I was like 6, 7, 8 years old, when my mom and dad split up, and my mom started dating my stepdad, which is a white man. That is when all of this white black stuff came to me early as a child. So I believe I was like 7 or 8. It had to have been 8. Maybe 9. My mom was dating a white man at this point, and I would go and see my grandma, which is my dad's mom. My black dad. I call it black dad and white dad. My black dad's mom. And I said to her, it was a homeless man, and we was riding we was at the light, and the homeless man was at the light, and he was coming up to the window, and my grandma was like, and he went to the next person, and I looked, and I seen the person give him $1, and I said, Grandma, why we ain't give him no money? She ignored me. She just ignored me. And I said, he ain't got no money. He white. Why he white and he ain't got no money? So finally now she said, what you said? I say, well, why he white and he ain't got no money? I thought white people have money. And she said, well, he probably had a hard time. I said, well, why we ain't give him no money? She said, I ain't want to be rolling down my window. Sometimes they'll have a cold, sometimes they'll have be sick, and I ain't want to be next to nobody that's sick. And she said they be drinking, and I didn't want to smell no beer on I didn't want to smell no beer on nobody. I didn't want to. And so I said, well, if our white people are smarter than black people, then how they ain't got no money? I said, how come we got money and he white, he don't got no money? That shit was so funny. My granddaddy started laughing. We was driving the car. My granddaddy started laughing. And my grandmama said, who told you that? Who told you that white people are smarter than black people? I said, Kunta Kinte. Because of the roots. Because of roots. And mind you, my grandma did not let us watch TV. And that's one reason why she did not let us watch no TV. My grandma did not even have a TV in her house. Okay? There was no TV, not one TV in my grandma's house. My granddaddy had one of them portable TVs that he kept in his shop, and he would watch football if we ain't home. Because I know when we coming home, he turning it off real fast, putting it down. Like we ain't see him. We see you watching football, Grandpa. Anyway, it was that serious, y'all. So she said, who told you that? I said, Kunta Kinte. Because that's what I call it. I didn't call it roots. I called Movie Kunta Kinte. Ooh, my grandpa hollered. And she hit him like, don't make her think that this is funny, because this is not good. He hollered. He hollered out a laugh. He said, oh, oh. And my cousin Tasha, she was laughing as well. And I say, so my grandma said, don't, and this is why we don't let y'all, this is exactly why we don't, I tell your parent, your mom, them, don't let you watch TV. TV is poison for them children. Do you see what she is saying? Do you see what the TV is teaching her? That white people are better than black people? And this is exactly why we don't let them children. We should let them children watch that. She said no. She said, how she said it? She said, when she made it about God, when you something like when you are godly, God blesses you. But when you don't listen, you tend to miss your blessings. It don't matter if you white or black. When you don't listen, when you hard-headed, you miss your blessings and you will end up without no money. So that's how she explained it. You know, they're going to put God in there. So it made me, well, I ain't going to be hard-headed because I'm going to have money. He was hard-headed. So, I kid you not. Child, that next time I went to see my grandmama then, when we seen a homeless man, we had to like the homeless people. I said, Grandma, look, he don't listen. He hard-headed. He ain't got no money because he hard-headed. My grandpa hollered. My grandma said, that right, baby, that right. I swear, I always felt like, okay, and because, you know, they had homeless, and I felt like hard-head homeless. I always was like hard-head equal homeless. And I'm so glad because, bitch, I listen. Bitch, I made sure I listened and I wasn't hard-headed so I won't be homeless. Because I asked my mom, because I became infatuated with seeing homeless people, poor people with them signs every time I see them. And they was always white. See, like they were always white. Because if they was black, they would have been trespassed. You can't, black people can't hold no sign. White people can, but especially back then, black people gonna get motherfucking trespass, bitch. You get your dirty ass off my goddamn freeways. So, I asked my mom, I remember asking her, I said, homeless. What, Mom, what? Why he got homeless? Why he got hard-headed? Oh, I say, what? I say, Grandma said, when white people asking for money, they ain't got no money, they hard-headed, they ain't listening. So they ain't got no money because they ain't listening. Mom said, homeless mean no home. Child, next time I go to my grandma, he ain't got no home. He homeless. Cause he hard-headed. He don't listen, but I listen, Grandma. I listen. I'm gonna listen. When I get big, I'm not gonna be hard-headed. I'm gonna have money. I'm not gonna be homeless. Bitch. My grandmama and them used to say you were just I was just smart like that. I would that's grown people stuff. Like why is you even why? But I just love to read. I read every sign. When we ride down the road, my mom would get so irritated because I would read every sign and I would read the same sign. If we going down the same road the next day, I'm reading the same signs here. And I'm trying to read them fast. Speed 45. Burger King. McDonald's. Insurance. 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 Bitch. I was an irritating ass motherfucking child. I'm gonna ask some questions, you hear me? But I say that to say this, that kind of helped me see and want to be better. It made me not want to be hard-headed. It made me want to listen in school and just be the best that I could be, because I seen that white people, yeah, they good, they are great, but the ones that don't listen, they end up homeless. And that's just what it boiled down to. They ain't listen. They hard-headed. Them hard-headed white folk end up motherfucking homeless. Black too. But, it's just, you're not supposed to see homeless white people. But that just helped me learn that, how are they superior and they homeless? It should never be, the superior race should never be homeless. No matter what, there's always another white person that could make sure that they're not on the streets holding up signs. And you can't even think in that way because it's a lie. That's a cockamanian lie. Okay? It's just a lie. It's a bold-faced lie that these people was trying to push and push, still trying to push, still trying to make their race seem better, and they really need to face the phone. It ain't. It just ain't, and it ain't nobody better. It ain't black people ain't got no. Oh well, I don't believe in when they say, well, it ain't the white people that's superior, it's the black people that's superior. We the ones that's the kings and queens, and sit your ass down. Well, how the fuck we got crackhead kings and queens? We should have been strong enough to never. We should have been strong enough to never even go into slavery. If you ask me, bitch, we should have been building all kinds of motherfucking computers and pyramids and all kinds of shit, motherfucker. So shut the fuck up. No one is better. Who the fuck even made this up? Why is this even a thing here? So hopefully that'll help you guys on your journey, and make sure you to let them children know that as well. If they don't listen, they gonna be on it. And especially talk to the children about it. You never know if your child is feeling that way. My mom ain't know I was feeling like white people was better than me, and that's no way to feel. Children should never feel that way. Should never feel like any race is better. So don't be telling no damn child that they better and they the superior kings and queens better than the white race. Do not tell these children that. That is goddamn wrong. Why is we even doing that? Because once they see, hey, well, if they so much better, they're gonna be able to realize and see that there's a black person that's below a white person, or a white person that's above a black person. They're gonna see that Santa is not real. So you need to stop with these fucking lies for these damn children. It fucks us up, okay? And it happened to help me for the better, because I just didn't want to be without money. And I made sure that I did as much as I could in school. Always gifted, always tried to raise my hand before a white kid. Always. I always watched them. I always wanted to be better than them academically. They were my par. And it was so good that I function in that way because I do it still to this day. And that's good. It's a good thing. To want to be better, and it's good for your self-esteem, and it's good to debunk the lie that any fucking race is better than any fucking race. That's a fucking lie. I don't know where this fable comes from that it's some kind of elite race and they are the ones closest to God, or they are chosen and this is that and that is that. They can do this and they are superhuman. And I am so sick of this sci-fi ass shit. Okay? It's sci-fi. It's sci-fi to think that any race is better than the other. That comes from some Star Trek ass thinking, some old ass shit, some Babylon 5 ass shit, and it's stupid. It is stupid that grown people still think this. It's cock-a-fucking-mania. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. If you can't subscribe to the channel, just give the beautiful young lady a like. She'll be all right. Thank you, John Wayne and Christian, Shay. Hopefully this helps ease y'all minds and helps y'all think in a more broad and diverse way. And I don't want us to be against no white folk. I don't want white folk to be against us. I want it to... They all lying. I want us to just get out of this whole I'm better, this is better, that's better. We all got crackheads in every single race. We got to just focus on us and land. Growing your equity in America. That's the best thing you can do is grow your equity. Work and do the best you can. You don't have to make all of this money. You don't have to be making 100K a year. If you can survive off 30K a year and be happy, good for you. There's people in Earl, Arkansas that live off their 30K and are just fine. Ain't committing no crimes, ain't on no drugs. You can live off 30K, you ain't commit no crimes, ain't on no drugs. You can live off that 30K a year. You really can, comfortably, in a small town that, your taxes for the year is like $102. Your bills monthly with your, because you own your land, or even if you're renting, not more than $400 a month. And so your bills with everything a month, like utilities included, $700. You make the $1,500 a month, $3,000 a month. Say you make $2,500 a month. You're able to live off that. You is living comfortably, just fine. You ain't got no fancy purchases. You go to church and come home. You ain't doing all that extra stuff. Like the people in Earl, they live so comfortably and so they would say that they're poor, but they are living just fine to them. So I just feel like we all should take all of that into consideration that I said. Never feel like anyone is better, especially with all of these next 4 years with all of the MAGA isms. Let them folk be racist all they want to, because they really do think that they are the superior race. Well, they really want us to think that they are. They know good and goddamn well they ain't. They know it's slipping the fuck away. They know that they not doing what they supposed to do to keep them ahead. They know that too many of them drunk too much fucking beer. to ever be ahead. And they going through it for these next 4 years to just hold on to the last bit of their culture that they have, hold on to their sundown townisms that they have. And I mean, we just gotta let them have their way at this point, but don't get your emotions tied up in it. I'm so glad that I'm disconnected from any time they say, oh, well, slavery this or slave master. You know, of course, they're going to say it to me because of my husband and all of that. But it's like, bruh, y'all was dumb as fuck to sit up there and enable yourself and cripple yourself and not learn how to fucking clean, cook, or nothing. And then you bitches just lost everybody and you bitches was just blind, couldn't even fucking do it. And all the people that was fucking doing it for you had all them skills to just fucking go, phew, and you bitches sitting in sundown towns sweltering. Suck my dick. Suck my dick. Okay? At this point, slavery ain't did a goddamn thing. It wasn't like this big, oh my God, they were so great and we were just so... Bitch. Them motherfuckers was sitting up there crippling themselves and allowing us to learn every fucking thing but reading and writing. Something that once we motherfucking learned that shit, we knew reading, writing, farming, cooking, cleaning, cars, this, that. You always had to hire us. The motherfuckers couldn't do shit. How the fuck is you smart? How the fuck is you superior? You're a fucking lazy bum. You're a fucking idiot. You were dumb. So I feel alleviated from, because they had this whole thing where it was like, oh my God, the slave masters and the slave owners, and we were just so sad. Oh my God. Bitch, we was sitting up there learning every fucking thing, spitting in all they fucking food. They was scared as the fuck of us rebellion. Nat Turner fucked them niggas up every fucking turn. It was always somebody rebelling. Bitch, they was fucking the shit out of the motherfucking wives and having all kinds of churn, and so many of the fucking slave owners, which this is shit that they buried. So many of them was divorcing their wives because these bitches was falling the fuck in love with these motherfucking slaves, bitch. They did not have shit under control at the fuck all, bro. We always talk about it in a way where we want all this fucking sympathy. I do not like to talk about it in that sympathy ass way, because bitch, they was stupid as fuck to sit up there and let us learn every fucking thing. They bitch ass ain't no shit. Soon as it was time for slavery to be over, they was stuck. Stuck like Chuck, bitch. We was out of that. Them motherfuckers had the... That's why they bombed the Wall Street shit, Oklahoma. We still was getting our money up. Still to this day, they still couldn't stop shit that a black person was motherfucking doing. They still shitty as fuck. No money. So many of them on fucking welfare. Dumb as a box of motherfucking rocks. Bitch couldn't go to college if they wanted the fuck to. Even if they did go to college, you still ain't gonna score higher than a motherfucking minority. Fuck you, bitch. Thank you. Thank you for bringing us over here like a dumbass. And now we run this shit. We run the motherfucking country, nigga. Y'all bitch ass couldn't run shit without us. Clearly. So it's not like it's a sad thing. It's true. I do agree with them when they say that, oh, well, you don't need DEI and all of this. Bruh, they ain't finna hire these sorry ass white people. They just ain't. If one company got a bunch of if one company got a bunch of wait, y'all. Bunch of minorities high functioning, and another company got a bunch of white people not functioning, what they gonna hire? Them white people like to make money, baby. They don't care nothing about no white supremacy. I told you, the smart white people don't care about the Confederate shit. They care about the money. The diverse white people care about the money. Confederate white people, they stuck. So they be damned if they let a Confederate hillbilly bumpkin stop them from getting their money. That is when white people break up. Money. And these hillbillies hinder the diverse, accepted white people from getting their money. They is just a hinder. That's why they disconnect from them, disassociated from them. At this point, them 10,000 sundown towns, America has just disassociated ourselves with them. We don't talk about them as if they just don't fucking exist. Hopefully they don't ask us for shit. Hopefully we don't have to do shit with them. That's exactly how they do them. Yes, you can drop your new channel name, Powwow 505. But yes, I hope this helps you guys feel better, understand the world better in the real lens. Not the shaded lens. Please explain it to your children. Please tell your children about the 10,000 sundown towns that are hindering America. If your child knows about the ghetto, they should know about sundown towns as well. It is very, very important that you let them know about this. It is very important that we buy the land that's out there. You ain't got to ever go there. Buy it up. They got so much of it. Cheap. So, it's good to please. I really want y'all to tell children that, because I really wish that I had that as a child, because we'll never be able to really explain it, that we feel less than, because once you learn about slavery and how they teach us about slavery and how they teach it, is like it still teaches in so many words that white people are superior than minorities. And it's disheartening for us black children. I must say, learning about slavery really made me feel like white people were superior, just solely because they're white. And that's a goddamn lie. Watching Roots and Ann made me think, hey, white people are just smarter than darkies. And that's a goddamn lie. Please let the children know and point out the ones that ain't smart. And the ones that ain't smart are the MAGAs. They dumb as a box of fucking rocks. They on welfare. They refuse to go to college. They just white ghetto people. They white gangsters. They white YNs at this point. And let them know about their meth labs. Show them how, when you ride down and you see one house and then that other house blowed up. They ain't just they had a fire. That was a meth lab that blew up. And America covered it up. They didn't put it out there that it was meth labs blowing up left and right in these sundown towns. But they are talking about how the drug bust and all these drugs in the ghettos. One street of trap houses, when they got 30 streets of meth labs in a whole town. They'll never talk about it. Let these children know. Let these kids know. They need to know. And they in the social media age. Well, they'll go look it up and they'll start talking about it. And Lord knows, when Sundown Towns becomes a thing for these kids to talk about and talk about how it's setting America back and costing America all this money and how they hiding all these damn crimes, eventually these towns will get broken the fuck up, busted the fuck up, and Elon Musk gonna buy them the fuck up. And we're gonna have a bunch of Silicon Valleys around this motherfucker. All them sundown towns gonna turn into making millions of dollars for us. And guess what? We got to get all these towns with all these damn jobs, all these tech jobs, all these robots. Who they gonna hire? They sure ain't gonna hire Confederate them, because Confederate them mad. And they ain't finna go to college. And they ain't finna do what they need to do to get the job. Tell you. Make sure you tell them kids. Explain to them that there's over 10,000 sundown towns fully white. And they function like a ghetto. Disgusting, setting America back, won't do nothing for them, won't go to school, hunching on each other, raping each other, molesting them children. Lord knows all the children is in danger in sundown towns. All of them is in danger of being molested by somebody, and they covering it up. They are covering it up like a motherfucker, sweeping it under the rug. Might be the damn sheriff. Telling you now. Evilness going on. 10,000 times. Let them children know. Let them know, so they know it's an even playing field. It ain't. I thought it was just only the ghetto that would have all this bad. It's just dirty, and why I gotta be from the dirty place? That's a damn lie. That one damn street. They don't give us but one or two streets. They give us a Martin Luther King Boulevard. That's it. So I love you guys. All of my nieces and nephews. Yes, make sure your sons have them watch this. This is very, very good. This is a very, very good breakdown for the children. I broke it down for them. Make sure they watch it. Encourage them. You never know how they feeling, and we will never say it because we embarrassed to say it. We'll just never say it, but we is feeling it. We is feeling it deep down. And some of us grown folks was even feeling it deep down. So hopefully I helped all of you guys, because we're about to go into 4 years of just all black people suck. Okay? But let's keep the faith. Let's keep the faith. Love y'all. Later, Gators.